Good day, everybody. I'm Trent Jenkins. Welcome to the Daily Dose. You're going to work, you pull into your typical parking spot in that one area, and you end up passing by one of the cars. It's your friend's. He sits by you in the same floor and just a few cubicles over, and there you see it. Trash just filled in the back seat of his car, and it looks just like his cubicle. You end up going to soccer practice later that day with your family, and there they are, the typical family, 15 minutes late, coming in like a wreck. Why can't they just get their stuff together? I go home. I end up dealing with more stuff at home. My spouse doesn't seem like they ever carry their fair share of the weight. Another typical day. Sound familiar at all? I think there's this aspect where even for myself, there's this constant judgment and looking at other people and who they are and their mistakes and their mishaps. And it can just fill my mind of judgment and criticism towards others and how I see them rather than how it is that Christ sees them. And I take a look here at Philippians chapter 2, and man, he sets this completely different tone of how I should be looking at them and what should motivate me and why I should look at them different. Says this, therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and one in mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Man, if this isn't a convicting passage in the Bible, then I don't know if we should just stop reading. I mean, here it is. It's a comparison of what it is that Christ has done for us, first off. It's not what Paul has done for them, but it's what Christ has done for them. He's saying that if you've been united with Christ, if you've been encouraged by him, if you've been comforted by his love, and we have in the share in the common spirit, any tenderness and compassion, if we've received any of these things from Christ, then how we look at other people should be different. And he says that our love should be that of Christ Jesus. So if he had that same compassion, that same tenderness, that same love for us, then what love are we showing other people? I just want to ask you here today, when you're thinking about the love of Christ and what he's forgiven you of the mistakes and mishaps and misleadings that you've led your life down, yet he still showers you with grace. He still gives you love. He gave you value when you didn't deserve it. That's the kind of love that we're talking about with Christ Jesus. Then how should it change us and how should it motivate us to be different for different people in our lives? It says for us, in humility, value others above yourself, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interest of others. So often, it's a matter of how other people can serve me in my life or how their annoyances can be removed from my life rather than how it is that maybe Jesus has interjected me into their life to be able to make a difference. And how dare I look down on other people because of their circumstances? Well, maybe they just haven't been brought into the light of who Jesus Christ is and the hope that he can bring to them. And so today I look at this passage and I'm going to look at my life as I go through my day. And instead of bringing judgment and criticism to those around me, I'm going to end up having this prayer with myself and God, saying, God, why is it I'm thinking that way about them? And how do I lift them up rather than tear them down? I'm going to start in my own mind and say, I know that that person maybe isn't where they should be, but God, would you help them bring them to where they need to be? And how can I play a role in that? I don't want to fix them, God, but I want to be there as a resource because they want and need and deserve something more, just as I need and want something more. God, help me today to do your will in their lives and value them as you valued me. Have a great day, everybody.